I cannot believe that one of the biggest questions in history could actually be answered now. And no, it's not, do aliens exist? And no, it's not, does Bigfoot exist? This is, does the Loch Ness Monster exist? And for so long, I've actually thought no. However, I've thought to myself, I think it used to exist. And if it did exist, it's probably dead by now, right? Or it's one of these things where if it did exist, we probably would have seen it by now. Do you know? And this was my argument. This was my argument for so long. The amount of people that go out there and investigate on a daily basis, hunting for this Loch Ness Monster for so many years, and they still haven't found the Loch Ness Monster? Really? And this is the same argument I've had with Bigfoot. I've said for so long, if people really wanted to find Bigfoot, and there's professional hunters out there, they would have found it by now. They would have shot it or tranquilized it, captured it, took photos or whatever. You know, it's just obvious that it would have happened. So thankfully, Richard Mavor, right? He was camping at this loch. He's actually got a YouTube channel. Make sure you go to his YouTube channel, subscribe and do the thing. It's called Richard Outdoors, all right? He was camping and decided to, you know, use his drone. Wasn't particularly looking for the Loch Ness Monster, but he was like, okay, let's just get some 4K drone footage, baby, please. Absolutely. All right? So off he flies, and lo and behold, he hovers over near the shoreline, by the way, I'd just like to add, what seems to be the Loch Ness Monster. And I've looked at this, mate, and I've looked at it a few times, and this does actually seem to be the Loch Ness Monster, or something very, very similar looking. I don't know, mate. What do you think? You're going to see this footage in a second. What do you think, mate? Replay it. Look over and over, all right? Zoom in, whatever you can do, mate. Pause it. The only footage I've seen of the Loch Ness Monster really is, well, I think it's actually just a photo, right? Of the silhouette of the neck coming up like that. And that could be anything. You know, people say that actually could be sort of like some sort of wooden carving, you know, or they say cardboard, but that wouldn't last very long in the water. But a wooden carving just being floated around, like, you know, if you got a shark fin like that and just swam underwater. That's what they think it could be. But this, mate, this is on another level. All right? Check it out.
We're at the end of day 3 and we found this little sort of shingly beach to pull up in.
Like, this guy didn't even know. Like, this guy right now, he's just making a YouTube video. Look. Look at it. Look at the pictures. Look at the pictures, mate. Like, this generally looks like a Loch Ness Monster. So because of this footage, people are going haywire now. The biggest search since 50 years has been going on now, looking for this Loch Ness Monster. And I bet some of the wee locals are out there right now. So this basically pisses on my fire. If the Loch Ness Monster exists, after I thought for so long it's probably dead by now, does Bigfoot exist? What do you think? Is that Loch Ness or is it not Loch Ness?